What up, what up, what up? Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, San Francisco, Oakland, California. I'm in the building. How y'all feeling today? Is your magic attached to your level of spiritual maturity? I get so many people always asking about rituals and spells and all this other type of stuff. But is there a level of spiritual maturity that goes along with your magic? We all know that magic is real now. It's not even a thing about are we believing in magic. I know you need the hoodie. It's all good. I'm gonna let you know the link when they go back on sale too. Yes, peace, peace. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Jasmine will be here in a second. Let's go ahead and get this prayer on before we get it started. Is your level of spiritual maturity attached to your magic and how you're performing, or how you are demonstrating your magic? Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazun, Gama Farragoon, Shilel Kulum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I'm a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istinje Ilaku. So, y'all know the drill. Please press 2 if you please press 2 to come to invite some folks. If you are on here and you know that this conversation is something that a couple of your friends are interested in or need to hear it, let me tell them. Maybe you haven't told them, but I'll tell them for you. You know what I mean? Let me send a whoop. That was what I was trying to do. Peace, Baba Kalindi. So today we're talking about spiritual maturity, right? And you know that we have a crazy. Jasmine, what up, baby?
Hi, what's up?
I'm just relaxing and maxing over here in Oakland, California, on the west side. You know how I do, getting
Yep, yep.
around. So, how are you doing today, Team Pisces? What's going on with you?
Fantastic. Everything is great. It's a beautiful day. Can't wait to see you. And I'm actually getting ready to head to the candle store in a minute, so our timing is impeccable.
Absolutely. And I already ordered my food. It's half price burgers today at this restaurant called Luca's, Luka, Luca's Tap and Lounge or something. So that's where I'm at. If y'all know where y'all know this area, Grand Avenue and Broadway. But anyway, um, we have our classes every Thursday at 9 o'clock, self mastery through self discovery. And it's student centered, but every week, like, we're evolving to what we want to teach next week according to like where we left off, and giving the best to our to the family that comes and asks us to impart our information with them, right? And so this week we put out the poll. And did you get the emails that I forwarded you?
I did.
What did you think about people's choices between magic? I think one of them was spiritual maturity and awareness,
hmm
and the path to magic and what is proper. What do you think
hmm
about those two topics?
I think both topics are phenomenal. And reading everybody's response, I love the fact that we decided to go with the spiritual maturity and awareness first. Reading through some people's responses told me that's where they need to start. And you have to be aware of self, physical self, spiritual self, and you have to be mature in your practicing of your magic to get the results. Because a lot of people are misusing, are abusing, and don't really know what they're doing. So you need to understand those components before you can pick a magical path to go down. So this was right on time.
See, I love that. If you've never been to the class, if you've been to the class, press 5 and raise your hand. If you've never been, you can just press 0. But the class on Thursdays is student led. So that means whatever the questions that anyone has, we are answering. It doesn't matter what's relationships, money, business, whatever. And then we'll take and then we do a ritual, a group ritual that Jasmine gives out at the end. So over these first 3 weeks, we have definitely noticed that some of the questions, a lot of beginners are coming to the class, but there's also some people in there who got some skill sets, and they're asking questions that aren't really reflecting. No, they are reflecting their level of maturity and their level of awareness. And so I thought this week would be a good time to like back it up and address some really, really solid foundations. Now we're not gonna come in there and just teach. We're gonna open up about 5 or 6 minutes worth of dialogue, and then let people ask us all types of questions about your personal situation. Your personal situation. We don't answer group questions. We only answer personal situations like, well, I'm doing this. What do you think about such and such? And then we answer that question. So it's very one-on-one. It's very private. It's off of Facebook. So you don't have to worry about who's stalking your page or who's watching you or family members and all of that, right? So, yeah, Jasmine, getting to the basics. Like you said, you saw how people were answering the questions. What do you think about what do you want to share? What do you really hope people ask us this week when it comes to spiritual maturity and awareness?
Well, first off, I think, the first um, conductor of magic is self. So I really want to see people asking more questions about rituals for self, meditation keys, and also really understanding what is practicing magic, which a lot of people don't know the foundation. They understand, okay, I get a green candle and I put a flame and these herbs and oils and boom, that's a money spell. But do you really understand how each element contributes to manipulating that energy, what exactly it is that you're doing, and are you utilizing this for the best potential? Some people are using magic to manifest things, and they're not manifesting the right things, or they're not asking for the right things, or again, they're misusing magic because there's a lack of maturity in their within themselves as to what it is they really should be focusing on. Yes, magic can manifest all the materialistic things, but it's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper, and I think those are some of the questions that I'm hoping people will bring to the table for us.
My thing really also is the awareness piece, because sometimes the questions that you're asking, you really are not aware. Most of you all are asking an awareness question and don't know it. And I'm going to use sex magic because a lot of people want to have questions about sex magic. What if I don't have a partner? What about this other person? Are you really aware of the potential that can happen? If you are aware of what sex magic really is first, you won't be just jumping the gun and saying, I'm having sex magic with this person, right? If you understand fundamentals in partnerships, relationships, energy, which is why we've actually been setting y'all up for this class. We've been setting you up as it goes. You had a general class, then we had a relationship class, then we had a money class. Now let's back it up and fold it like a spring roll, because I'm over here in Chinatown. Let's roll it like a spring roll and say, are you really aware of what you are even attempting to accomplish? Because a lot of people are not, and then they come back and say, my ritual didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your ritual got vetoed. So that's really what I want to do, is talk to you about your rituals. Your ritual, you did have all the stuff, but your maturity was too low, your awareness was low, but you had all the materials right. You were following directions. Why did the candle break? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Because you got vetoed. And I think a lot of y'all need to come and get checked one-on-one. Come through and let us look at what you got going on so we can give you personal exercises for leveling up in your awareness and your spiritual maturity. Jasmine, what do you think about
Mm-hmm.
that?
I love that because yes, from the last three classes, and let me just start off with saying people are asking really good questions.
Oh,
But some
yes.
people, the questions, their focus is in misalignment. They're not aligned with what they should be focusing on, which is why a lot of their spells are not working. A lot of people truly deep down inside don't know what they want. They think they know. They think they know, I need this to I need this because this is what's going to solve my problem, when that's not what it is at all. And they're not sure. So instead of asking these questions of what you think you want, present your situation to us so we can help guide you so that you are able to utilize this energy for what you need. We have a full moon coming up, what, Friday? So for a lot of you, you're already planning your rituals. Well, come to class on Thursday so that you don't lose out, miss out, or screw up the energy from this full moon and end up wasting a moon cycle. We want you to get it right. We're about team success, helping you get it right. So you need to know what it is that you want, because you think you know, but you may not fully understand.
You don't know. A lot of you don't know because I don't know every damn thing, and Jasmine don't know everything. So how the hell do you know everything? Now, here's my other piece, and I'm getting ready to go in here. We're gonna make this one nice and short and sweet because I want to go get my food real quick because I am starving. And if it's somebody in San Francisco want to take me out for dinner later on and treat, it would be marvelous. You just let me know, hit me on my inbox. I'm in Oakland or San Fran. I can get around. But, you know, Ataris loves to eat, so he had to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? But here's the big thing, the big picture. Isn't Christmas coming? You're going to need your magic to be carrying you. We keep emphasizing this. Christmas is coming. The new year is coming. There's a lot. Mercury retrograde is coming again. Are you ready? Are you at the same spiritual maturity level and awareness level that you were when this last one struck you upside your head, and me and other people? So we got rituals and spells, magic, and all that for days. But what about some fundamentals? And that's what I like about this class. We teaching something that other people not teaching. And not that they don't know it, but they want to comply to you so much just because you asked for it. I'm not going to be that irresponsible spiritual parent or spiritual advisor or spiritual tutor or spiritual, stand-in teacher or spiritual aid or spiritual guide. If you were asking me to buy a ticket on a travel, and I was a travel agent, and I knew that there was a hurricane coming, I wouldn't sell you a ticket to that place where a hurricane was coming.
Right.
So we're going to do that other class, the path to magic and what is proper, because I want to do that class. I want to go ham on that. But I was thinking, and I was like, man, we're going to do that next week. But this week, y'all need to get some maturity up, because if we start giving y'all these fire potions and stuff like that, then we want y'all to have some accountability and some levels, some deeper levels of awareness and some higher levels of spiritual maturity. Jasmine, I'm gonna let you do the closing remarks on that. What you think about that now that Christmas is coming?
I love how you brought up Mercury retrograde, and this is a prime example of spiritual maturity. Most people don't think about the retrograde until it's already in full effect. Even though I've been saying for 6-9 months, do your Mercury retrograde ritual before it happens, they're like, well, when's the retrograde? Well, by the time you ask, it's already too late. So that's spiritual maturity, planning ahead of time.
Awareness.
Exactly. You know what you're going to do with your paycheck when you get it next week. You should already know what you're planning for. And the last thing I'm going to say, tax season is coming. A lot of people have blockages and energy around them where things get delayed. Your tax check don't show up on time. We want to help prevent that from happening. When you are aware, when you are consistent, when you are channeling this energy the right way, you won't be hitting roadblocks because they won't be there. You won't be creating them.
For those of you who voted on the path to magic and what's proper, we are doing it. Don't worry about that. And of course, it might get sprinkled in there, but I didn't want to try to mix both of them in one class. It's too much. And some of y'all are like, well, how can you teach awareness? Or how can you? We can. So come and trust me, after the first 2 people ask questions, everybody gonna be like, brrr, okay? So the link is below. Self-discovery class. You heard the sirens going off. That means you're supposed to be up in there. That's Mars. Also, still bring your birth charts. If you still got questions about relationships or business move or branding, we still have an open forum. You can still ask us anything that you want, okay? Because we want you to get to self-mastery. But self-discovery is like, where am I really at with my levels of maturity? So we're going to be giving some examples out. Some people might be made an example of. There's a lot of people in there who want to be addressed and, you know what I'm saying, and open up. And so we're very happy about that. We're not here to embarrass anybody. But those who sitting on the front row of class are the people that you're going to see in January, February, March, April, really having some big breakthroughs and some tremendous jump offs. You know what I'm saying? So, self-discovery class.info is already ready to go. Just go on over there. I repeat this every week. It's $26 for the class. If you missed the class, it's $35 for the replay. Somebody was like, why is it $35? Because I got to reward the people who come on time and show up to class. But everybody who was in the class says that $35 is still we're giving it away. Okay? So if you don't know if you want to come to this one, go to one of the first three and just get that and check it out. So you can come and be like, oh, but if you've never been to one at all, that means that this is the class that's calling you. This is the class that's calling you, that's going to set you up for the magic and what is proper. Because there's a pathway to magic. And guess what? The whole first piece of the pathway of magic is self-awareness. Awareness and spiritual maturity. All right. So we're gonna holler at y'all in a minute. We found y'all in peace. We're gonna leave y'all in prayer. Thank you, Jasmine, and we're gonna do another one on her page after I eat, because right now I'm starving right now. So big inhale, everybody. Big exhale. Anabakoa, Gijalaki Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Taharanu Nara, Nagi Board, Shea Yakadeka, Kabava Shamran, Welcome Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Badaruf Tufka, Nahela Taker, Yakid Gahel, Amchapanez, Okrega Tushka Taker, Shavatanuka Bel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Buruk Shem, Kavo Makuto, Lalam Vaed. All right, family. Peace. What up, Corey?